Hey guys, hey YouTube, it is Numistacker back with you again for another dose of grading results, and this time we're going to start off with the mega slabs. This particular one is not one that I've seen before. It's a Eurotunnel TML Transmarsh medal, and I think it was presented to members of the company who worked on the Eurotunnel. This is a representation of the Channel Tunnel boring machine. I remember seeing the machine that this was based on round by the side of the Channel Tunnel just after they dug it all up. It was there for a few years, just on the whole side, just on the, I guess it was for show, but they might have just dumped it there. But really interesting medal. Here's another two medals. These medals are exactly the same medal. They were put in the larger slab because they're more than 50 millimeters wide. There's a silver one and a brass one, and they're from the Prince Charles investiture at Carnarvon Castle in 1969. If you've seen the programme The Crown in the current series, then you saw there was a pretty good episode of Charles at Carnarvon and what he went through and the speech that he made there. So that's worth taking a look at. You see exactly the same medal in brass. I don't know how rare these are, but they're really interesting. I suspect these larger ones, they probably didn't mint that many of them. And there's also smaller ones around, and you'll see an example of one of those later on in this video as well. If any of you guys followed the video that I put out a couple of months ago about these Germania Mint coins that arrived and were put in for grading, you might remember there was a very, very large, chunky 5-ounce silver coin. And I wondered whether NGC would actually manage to fit it into a slab at all, but it seems it just about fitted into this supersize slab, and it must be round about the same width or the same depth as a kilo coin would be, because these slabs are designed to fit anything up to about a kilo of silver. But they've got these kind of quasi denominations on as a kind of fantasy coin. So Germania and 25 marks, 5 marks, and I think you'll see in this video some 1 ounce, 2 ounce, and this 5 ounce one. So they all have different false kind of denominations on them, but really, really nice. And I suspect one of the first ones of those that's ever been graded by NGC, if not the first. So let's have a look in this box. We're going to try at breakneck speed to get through everything in this box within the confines of a reasonable length video. So I guess you can always speed it up or slow it down or stop it if there's anything that takes your fancy. So Germania Mint, Britannia and Germania are 68. These are MS coins. They're BU bullion coins with a little bit of a kind of extra intrigue of being in the Germania Mint allegories series. Some gold coins. These ones come from the Regal collection. So Regal Stacker, if you're watching this video, there will be some coins on the way to you very shortly. And watch out on eBay if you ever see some coins for sale with the Regal collection, because it belongs to our very own Regal Stacker, who is a YouTuber with a really good channel that is worth looking out for and watching some of his videos. So a lot of people have gone for these strike on the day coins. Albert and Victoria seem to be particularly popular. I guess that was before the Royal Mint put the prices up of strike on the day from £550 or so to £800 with the Brexit strike on the day sovereign. Some of the older ones, before they started to do everything in this matte finish, and hopefully they'll actually forget their matte finish kick and move back on to the shiny ones. I quite like the shiny ones. I think I've had enough of the matte sovereign finish right now. We've got a Wallace and Gromit. There's a few of those coming around from October, November. They've gone through grading. It does take a bit of time at the moment to get coins through NGC's grading. I submit everything through NGC in the UK, and they really are taking their time, it seems, at the moment over the last few months. This one is brilliant. This is a great result for the guy over in Japan who owns this coin, and he always gets one of each of these coins, get them from the Royal Mint bullion and have them graded, and that one got a 70, and it's certainly only one of two that have graded a 70 so far for the White Lion of Mortimer. There's an Indian coin, an Indian sovereign made by Pamp, also got a 70. It's not that difficult to get 70 grade sovereigns, so when you're buying these coins, there is a premium for 70 grade, or maybe a lack of a premium, one should say, for 69 grade coins. But if you're grading them yourself, then if they've got handling marks, put them through NCS, have them conserved, you stand a pretty good chance of getting a 70 for a lot of those coins. Here's the other one I was talking about. So this one is 45mm wide, and the maximum width for a small NGC holder is 50mm. If it's even half a millimetre over 50, it will not get into one of these holders. It'll go in one of the big ones. So be very careful if you have just coins that are just over that amount. This one is mine. This one you may have seen on a video I made about Germania Mint, Germania and Colombia, and I think this is the first one that's been sent to NGC for grading, and I'm really pleased I got a 70. I think it's a really attractive coin, and I continue to like a lot of the coins that Germania Mint are producing, particularly the allegorical ones. See, the last ones on this side are going to be 50p's from Gibraltar. That I'm always amazed by how many people collect these kind of coins. There are a lot of 50p collectors, a lot of silver 50p collectors, and a lot of people who look for Falkland Islands, Isle of Man, Gibraltar and stuff like that. So here we have the 2019 Enhanced Reverse Proof Eagle with a San Francisco Mint label. When the quality of the coin you receive is important, it really has to be the Coin Connection, the only mainstream dealer of modern coins that checks your coins and makes sure that you get the quality you deserve. Promotional code for February is Lindsay. That's code Lindsay for 2% discount. There was an absolute frenzy trying to buy these coins from the US Mint. 30,000 of these only were minted, and I tried and failed to buy one of these coins on the issue day. The US Mint website just collapsed. First coin that NGC have graded, also grading the well, they're not really grading, but encapsulating the matching COA. First time the US Mint have had the printed number on the COA. Usually there's no number on, and so you get this pair where the label and the COA can both be presented and stay with each other in the NGC slab. Very popular. I've done a couple of those already, maybe 4 or 5 of those. 2 are in this video, and a few more on the way for other people. Here's a number of other coins from Germania Mint, the 1 ounce coins. Very nice. Germania and Britannia allegorical coins, and here's one of the big chunky limited edition 2 ounce coins. You can see here basically exactly the same, just a little bit thicker, an extra ounce in the depth. It requires one of the bigger NGC holders, the deep holders, to put it into. I don't know where the sweet spot is for a buyer of Germania. I think the 2 ounce ones are probably the ones I would go for, but I think the biggest profit, I remember reading some stuff produced by another YouTuber, the biggest profit was to be had in the 1 ounce, funnily enough. So here we've got a Kookaburra guy, and he wanted to have all of the Kookaburras in 70 or as close as he could get to 70 with the Australia NGC label. So I've been going through cross-grading from PCGS, grading with NGC, having coins reholded with the label on, and eventually everything will work out and he'll end up with a matching set. This is also one of his. Very, very nice. And to get a 70 on one of these coins, really, really great result, because these are made for bullion. They're bullion coins, not made for grading particularly. This one is my coin. This was my Snowman 2019. Glad to get a 70 for my own Snowman. It's always very nice. This one is also mine. This is the Wallace and Gromit. I chose the blue label with first releases on. I got it in the first 30 days after the coin was launched, and I thought that was quite a fun thing to do. And sometimes I do that for new issues when I'm sending stuff to NGC. You can see here these two labels, both sent at the same time, but one of the guys didn't want first releases, just wanted the regular brown label, and I wanted the first releases one. You pay your money, you take your choice on which one of those is better. A nice American coin for you guys that if you're watching from over there across the pond. A Gibraltar sovereign, a silver sovereign. So this is the same pattern as the gold sovereign, but with everything done in silver. Ah, this one. This was one of my absolute favourites. There is a set of 5, including an Una and the Lion, produced under the name of the East India Company. And I think they've done a great minting job on this. It's legal tender in St Helena, although nobody will ever visit St Helena, but they've got the Gothic crown pattern in gold on that, and I think it's a really, really attractive coin. Another one, potential future classic. This, I think, these have been overlooked for a number of years. These have all been conserved by NCS, which makes them even more attractive. They're now kind of brilliant white, really nice condition, graded, and I think those will be very, very popular when they go on sale from Regal Stacker. And a few more Regal coins, again 70, 69, probably more 70s than 69s for a lot of these, but they do give the occasional bum grade, I think, just to keep everybody on their toes. So a lot to get through in these boxes and with those mega coins. Hope you are still with me and enjoying these mega results grading results videos. Look forward to receiving lots and lots of comments as always, and if you haven't subscribed, please think about clicking the subscribe button and clicking on that notify bell as well.